jerseys. I'm like, I want one.
I'd like one too. The Magic win the opening tip, and they'll start on offense.
Lakeland coming in with a 3-game losing streak. Meanwhile, SkyHawks red hot. Tonight it's all about the SkyHawks and building on this momentum.
Canada, who is the #1 3-point shooter in the G League, gets things started for the Magic.
Cannot leave him. Gotta get a hand up, get through screens, and find a way. He does a great job of working off of screens and opening himself up, getting those kinds of looks.
Shooting 44.7% behind the three-point line. And Galloway, who's been big for the SkyHawks in winning time, as Coach Gansey likes to say, last 5 minutes of the game, misses his first shot.
He was out before everybody else today, shooting jumper after jumper after jumper, making sure that if he gets those open looks, he'll be able to knock them down. The first one doesn't go.
That was Tillman with the first of many rebounds, no doubt for him. He's the #2 rebounder in the G League. Galloway takes his second shot, in and out it goes. Tillman gets it back in the paint. He missed the floater off back iron.
Well, those are shots you want. Galloway in the corner, Tillman, his signature one-hand shot right there in the lane from about 12 feet. That's usually money.
Hawes, the former BYU All-American, hits the three-pointer.
Well, in Lakeland, they have this capability. It's not really a team that's played up to their potential, but they know what's at stake coming in here tonight, defending the SkyHawks.
Galloway gets in the paint, whips it out there to Ellison, who misses the three. And an 0 for 4 start for the SkyHawks from the field. Teskey beat the defense down the floor.
Also matches Steve Gansey's personal best at 8 consecutive wins, a feat he accomplished when he was head coach of the G League's Fort Wayne Mad Ants. Matt?
Thank Tab. 8-0. Let's see if the SkyHawks can get the offense going here. And Cat Barber nails it. Cat Barber averaging 23 points per game. That's 10 points per game more than he averaged during the Showcase Cup portion of the schedule back in November and December.
Matt, you need your stars to play at just a little bit higher clip when you're going on these kind of runs and you are edging towards the playoffs. That's what Cat Barber's done. Out of the timeout, designed play there by Steve Gansey to get him going.
Shot clock down to 2, and Teskey hits the 3.
Wow.
The big 7'1" center, formerly of the Michigan Wolverines.
You can live with that shot. I mean, that's not what he does.
Barber knocks down his second shot.
Well, if he gets going, we know how this can go. Coming out 0 for 4 from the field. They missed all of their three-pointers so far, 0 for 3. Meanwhile, Lakeland 3 for 4 now after that miss.
Galloway pushes across the half-court line. Barber working against Ford, now going to back it out. Get a screen from Tillman. Tillman with 9 on the shot clock, in the paint, and 1 for Justin Tillman.
Well, when he got the ball right there, I was thinking he's too deep. He loves to be on the block right there, and he's going to go over his left shoulder with the hook. That's his shot. Great move, good post position, contact, and now he'll have a chance to finish it at the free throw line.
Tillman averaging 23.9 points per game. He's 7th in the G League. #2 rebounder in the G League, #1 offensive rebounder in the G League, and a pretty good free throw shooter too, 74.5%.
Well, you know what's incredible, Matt, is, they had a couple of guys, including Cooper, who was under the weather. Tillman missed a game, and they still were able to win games when guys were not out there.
Ellison got the shot block. And Tillman going to go to the line, fouled by Teskey.
Yeah, and he's getting the ball way too deep in the post. Teskey, if he's got to try to body him out of there and get him off of his spot, if Tillman keeps getting the ball there, Teskey's not going to be in this game very long.
Magic 12th in the Eastern Conference. They're out of the playoff picture here in the final week of the regular season, playing without 3 of their stars. Jeff Doughton, who signed a 10-day with the Orlando Magic last Tuesday, and their 2 two-way players, Admiral Schofield, the former Tennessee Volunteer, and Iggy Brazdeikis is also up with the Orlando Magic. Those are the 2 two-way players for Lakeland.
Well, and I think the Magic are trying to get a feel for next season, what they've got from their G League guys and their two-way and affiliate players. Now's the time to do it. Just a few games left in the NBA. Regular season.
Yep.
Shuffled his feet there. No call. Missed 3, though.
Rebound by Tillman on the miss by Ford. Then it's stolen in the backcourt by B.J. Johnson. Johnson gets the bucket mid-range. Johnson's a guy who's had 17 NBA games in his career, some with the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, he sure did. And that was just a careless pass there. Got to take care of the basketball tonight as Cooper's getting out of the double team.
Tillman working. Ellison. Finger roll miss, and Tillman scooped up the miss and put it in.
Well, that's what he does. He's always around the basket, always seemingly around the rebound, which is those numbers you talked about, one of the leaders in the G League.
Canada knocked down the three-pointer. What a great story, this kid out of Princeton. Suffered an open ankle fracture playing with the Orlando Magic last April and did not make it back to playing until February. And Coach Bear says, you know, he's back, but there's a difference in being back and being back.
No doubt, because it's the recovery and then the trust that comes with, hey, I've had an injury. Am I able to do the things I used to be able to do? That takes a little bit longer for a lot of guys.
Ford blocked Cooper's shot. Cut to the basket, and B.J. Johnson beat the defense.
Right now, SkyHawks careless with the ball, not speaking or talking on defense, communicating. Those things are going to happen. Guys cutting back door, getting easy layups.
Barber three.
Boy, he's hot.
He is, no doubt about it. The thing that's really phenomenal about Cat is how he's improved his three-point shot. He's number 5 in the G League in three-point percentage.
Well, he's playing with just so much confidence right now, man. I mean, that's the thing. It's you want me to shoot the three, I'll do it. You want me to go to the basket, I'll do it. And speaking of bodying down low, their big man goes down, but he doesn't come up with the basket.
Yeah, that's Jeremiah Tillman, who's number 8 in the G League in field goal percentage. Cooper left his man in the dirt and put it in. Oh, they're going to call an offensive foul.
Oh, did he push off with the opposite hand?
No, they're going to call it on Tillman. Pardon me, it's not an offensive foul.
Count the basket. Tillman got pushed, and now the officials are discussing it, so they're going to say Tillman's going to go to the line.
Yeah, the foul was not on the shot. It was on Tillman in the paint, being fouled by Tillman.
Yeah.
There are two Tillmans. This is our Tillman, Tillman, and the Magic's Tillman is Tillmon.
So Tillman was blocking out Tillman and got pushed in to Sharif Cooper. That's why he's at the line.
That's about it, yep. And Tillman completes the three-point play. He's already got, that's a two-point shot right there, was it not, or is that a one? That was a one.
One.
It was a one, even though he was not the guy that was fouled on the shot. 8 points and 5 rebounds for Justin Tillman already. Traveling is going to be the call on Giannis Tima. He was the last pick of the 2013 NBA draft. Nearly 10 years removed from being drafted by the Grizzlies back in 2013. He's playing in the G League now.
Well, he's chasing it. I mean, he's keeping that dream alive. There's no doubt.
Got that blonde hair rocking too. Thrown away by the Magic.
Well, and you see why this is a 9-win team. Obviously, you know, the turnovers, it's just some of the fundamental things that drive coaches crazy, and they've not been able to get any momentum going this season. They've struggled a lot more than they've had success. And here's Tillman working in the post, but this is something tonight that they were hoping to at least play a little bit better.
Tillman now has 10 points. 10 and 5 for Tillman in the first 6 minutes of the game. And College Park in the lead after falling behind 8-0 in this game. And Tillman got fouled by Tillman.
And speaking of position, their Tillman Jr., as you see there on the back of his jersey, again, just creating the post space here. Nice drop pass down there in the post. He goes straight up, doesn't bring the ball down. He had him in a perfect position to pick up the foul.
This Tillman right here, Jeremiah Tillman, 6'10", 260 center out of Missouri. He was all SEC second team with the Tigers. Averaged 12.5 points, 7 rebounds per game, and played in over 100 career games.
But you don't see a lot of nowadays. Guys don't stay in college for that amount of time. That's a lot of games. Oh,
how about Galloway with the reverse layup?
Beautiful
First
move.
basket for Galloway. Gravitt got fouled on the play.
Well, here's Galloway, step through, fake the pass, finish the reverse layup. Doesn't get any better than that. Good read of the defense there by Langston Galloway. He's been so instrumental with his leadership, Matt, in guiding this team and helping this team on this 8-game win streak.
And he's been so big for the SkyHawks in the last 5 minutes of game on Friday night when they won 123-117 at Windy City. He scored 16 points in the fourth quarter.
Well, you need that. And, you know, he's also not afraid of those big shots. He will take those shots late in games. We've seen that throughout the course of the season.
He's the oldest guy on the roster, 30 years old, 7-year pro, most recently with the Golden State Warriors at the start of this season. Played for Phoenix in half their games a year ago. Barber right through the defense.
Too easy. I mean, you go one-on-one with him, there's nobody out here that can stay with Cat if he wants to get to the basket like that.
Rebound by Galloway. Lawson missed the three. Tillman the rebound.
Good look, though, from Lawson. Those are shots he normally hits. You'll take that wide open look. He just didn't shoot that in rhythm the way he wanted to.
Inside they go. B.J. Johnson beat Lawson on the play.
They've done a good job of that. Cutting back door. There's a lot of overplaying right now by the SkyHawks, and they're taking advantage of it. Just whoop, cutting back door and getting layups.
Johnson's hit all 3 of his shots, has 6 points. Marcus George's Hunt, three-pointer. Rebound Lawson on the offensive glass in the miss. Tried to save it, touched it last.
Good hustle there by Lawson. Step back 3 by Marcus George's Hunt. Speaking of guys that have stepped up, he's another guy that has played really, really well here during this stretch of games.
Last 3 games in particular, MGH, 18 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists per game.
And I think part of this is, you know, Jalen Johnson, who's now with the Hawks, he's been up there for a while, getting some good minutes now with the Hawks. But this group has finally gotten a feel for each other because they've been playing with each other now.
Yeah, Jalen Johnson had his arrival game last night, scoring 14 points in the Hawks win against the Indiana Pacers. Got a chance to get some significant minutes in that game last night.
Well, and we've seen it here. His ability to rebound, he's 6'9", he can dribble and run the break. But he's active, and they need that without John Collins on the floor. So I think it surprised a lot of Hawks fans who hadn't had a chance to see him. Guys, we tell you all the time, come down here and check out the G League.
Been dunking all over the place last night. Had a great game. It was fun to watch.
It was. Lakeland working at the top of the key. This is what they've been doing, penetrating and getting to the basket.
Tima with the basket.
SkyHawks going to have to do a better job of closing off the lane and defending that, making those jump shooters pull up instead of getting all the way to the basket.
George's Hunt working against Tillman, goes by him and one.
Strong move by Marcus George's Hunt. This is what you call flexing right here. Tillman trying to defend him. You can't defend me. I'm going to get that off.
No coincidence, the SkyHawks have really been a better team the last 2 months since they signed him in January 14th. They've been playing in China. Of course, a local star at North Clayton High School, then at Georgia Tech, where he was all ACC second team as a senior.
Well, his demeanor, you know, I mean, he doesn't force the issue. He allows the game to come to him, and he's really embraced his role as he misses a critical free throw there. Free throw shooting, we talk about it all the time in the G League. You need to knock those down, especially when they count as 2. But a good, strong move by Marcus George's Hunt there to get the basket.
Ford, 3. Rebound Barber. Magic now 4 of 7 on their threes. Barber had the dribble stripped.
Got his pocket picked. He didn't see the defender behind him, and now he wants to go all the way. No help. SkyHawks have numbers, and there's Barber on the other end.
Easy layup for Cat. He's got 11.
Down to 3 minutes, he goes, these last 3 minutes are important. Let's get it.
Yeah, last 3 minutes of each quarter, they track that. That is a huge stat for the SkyHawks.
Well, how you finish quarters, how you finish halves are always important and I think it gives you momentum moving into the next quarter or into the second half of the game. I totally agree with Coach Gansey on that. Great defense right here by the SkyHawks.
Step back, grab it, hit the side of the backboard. Cooper shovels it ahead to Lawson, drops it off for Daquan Jeffries.
Don't do him like that, Daquan. Big flush.
Jeffries not 100%. Remember, he had that foot injury that caused him to miss 14 games.
It's been a slow return, but right here it doesn't look like anything elevates and then hangs on it a little bit for you. Ah! So all we were missing was the screen, Matt.
So foul called on Ibi Watson back on the other end against the SkyHawks, and that puts Grayer at the line. Down 8-0 to start this game. The SkyHawks have battled back to take a 3-point lead.
Reason why Lakeland is in this game, though, 57% from beyond the arc, 4 of 7 from three-point land. That's 51%. Meanwhile, SkyHawks are 1 for 6. That's keeping Lakeland close. But if the SkyHawks start to connect on some of these threes, they can extend this lead.
And the SkyHawks have been shooting close to 39% on their threes during this 8-game winning streak. Ibi Watson, kick out to Cooper, and Sharif buries the three.
Nice look from Ibi to Coop. Coop had all day and then some to adjust the ball and shoot that.
Ford, three-pointer, that's number 5 for the Magic.
They're certainly pulling the trigger from beyond the arc out there.
They're number 5 in the G League in three-point shooting percentage. The SkyHawks are just a notch better, 4th in the G League in three-point accuracy.
Cooper got bumped going to the basket, so he'll be going to the line here. And another area that we've talked about improving on, getting to the line, making these free throws count.
He's 4th in the G League, 91.5%. And now 44 for 48 at the free throw line here in the regular season.
It's been great there. He makes you pay when you foul him. Hawks switching everything. There's a bump by Cooper as they're switching on the movement, and you'll see he felt like the guy, the player there, I'm not sure who it was, got in front of him, and he just bumped him a little bit with the arm. So that's a Ford. I think it was Ford who's going to the line.
Ford at the line.
Yeah.
He signed with the Magic in a local player tryout. He played at Wisconsin. Had a career with the Badgers.
Got the purple kicks on tonight. Coop seeing what's working baseline. Great cut by Ibi. I think he just lost his footing.
5 on the shot clock. Cooper, step back, nailed it. Wow. He's hit his first 2 3-pointers in this game. He's 34% from behind the arc during the regular season.
Well, he wanted to go to the basket there. It wasn't there, so he just took what they gave him, step back 3. That's a good sign, and now he'll go to the basket.
Cooper steps on through, foul on Tima, and it rolled off the rim. Missed a chance at the and 1 right there.
Being aggressive, it's one thing that Coach Gansey was talking about, whether it's Cooper, Cat Barber, whether it's been Marcus George's Hunt, being aggressive when you get in the lane, and that's what you just saw there from Sharif Cooper.
So Cooper up there, 1 to make 2. Last home game had his 5th double-double, 18 points and 10 assists a week ago in that win against the Celtics.
He has gotten progressively better, and we know the talent from Sharif out of McEachern High School at Auburn. But I think just being here and understanding, again, what's expected, you see the development of Sharif Cooper.
Malinowski, who they just added to the roster today, hits the floater off glass.
Officials saying let's add a second here to the shot, or to the game clock, should I say. So they put it back to 37.1. It was down to 36.
6-point lead for the SkyHawks. Make it a 4-point lead for the SkyHawks as they add that basket by Malinowski. Cooper on through with the left hand, spins it up there.
He's making this look easy right now. I mean, in the lane, contact, going to the line, finishing and ones, and right there he switched to his left hand and put the spin on the ball to go off the glass.
He's the SkyHawks' leading scorer in this game with 14 first quarter points. Four on the shot clock. Gravett hit the three-pointer. Sixth three-pointer. And Cooper at the horn off the 25. That's early second quarter. And the Nets have a 17-point lead, as I just mentioned, 44-27 on Windy City. So incumbent upon the SkyHawks to win tonight because the Nets are not backing down. They're still coming at them. Daquan Jeffries with the bucket. He's got an 8-point lead now for the SkyHawks.
Scoreboard watching, yes, but do what you can, control what you can, and that's what they're going to do tonight. You got to win here and then worry about the rest and let it fall into place. But you're right. They have put themselves in a really good position.
Lob to Teskey and deflected out of bounds by Coop.
Defense is rotating much better than they were early on, getting in the passing lanes. Again, they've been switching things. And right now, 3 seconds on the shot clock, Lakeland's going to have to just throw something up here.
Gravett, who played at South Carolina, tried to bounce it off Cooper, and Cooper stole it away from him. Up top in the jam by Lawson.
Beautiful alley-oop from Coop to Lawson.
10-point lead back the other way, and the block by Daquan Jeffries, but they're going to call that golden.
He got it on the way down. But what about the alley-oop from Coop? Right there to Lawson.
Coop with 17 points and 3 assists here. 13 minutes into the game. Jeffries' three-point miss. Teskey the rebound.
Teskey trying to take Coop down in the post, one-on-one.
Gravett working against Cooper, backed him down and banked it in.
I said Teskey, that was Gravett. He wanted him one-on-one down there and ended up getting the basket.
Gravett, who started South Carolina, 13 points per game, 6 assists per game, and a foul called on the SkyHawks. Ibby Watson.
Yeah, that's a screen there, moving screen. They're going to call him for that. Haven't seen too many turnovers here, though, in the first half. Bunch of assists, 10 for the SkyHawks, but ironically, they've got 10 assists as well because they've been shooting the three.
Kennedy got fouled on the shot. Ibby Watson picks up his second quick foul. And no, they're going to rule that before the shot.
Well, Ibby's trying to get around that screen. Yep.
So Tillman back in. Marcus George's Hunt comes out. Kennedy get a screen on the three, rim out, and Jeffries the rebound and push across half court.
Got to get out there, though. Can't have him shoot that wide open shot.
Wow, the floater by Daquan Jeffries. He was scoreless in 15 minutes on Sunday, making up for it tonight.
Well, it's good to see Jeffries after the long injury bout that he had, and he missed all those games. It looks like he might be back to himself.
B.J. Johnson, he's that nasty lefty. Lawson on the three-point line, nailed it.
Tonight with this cool jersey look.
They got some sweet swag down here on the south side. 9-point lead, College Park, early second quarter. Big game for College Park. Just what a remarkable job by Steve Gansey to get this team in playoff positioning here in the final week of the regular season.
Yeah, it really is.
B.J. Johnson got fouled on his three-point attempt.
Daquan Jeffries there. You got to give the player room to come down when you don't do that, even if you're defending. He didn't really give him a chance to do that. But, you know, you're talking about Steve Gansey, and part of being a coach in the G League is constantly adjusting to the roster moves that happen. And we've said this all year, right? If Jalen Johnson was here, Skylar Mays, who's been with the Hawks pretty much all season, maybe this thing would have happened sooner, but you had a group that needed to kind of play and work together and learn each other. He's done a great job of getting that to happen, and that's why they've been on this streak.
And you can hear from Coach Steve Gansey coming up at halftime. Tabitha Turner-Wilkins interview with him before the game. Jeffries 3. Hit the iron. Case in point, this team started 0-8 way back in November. They basically had like one practice before the season started. But since that 0-8 start, they are 23-14. Cooper, 20 points for Sharif Cooper in the first half.
Yeah, this might be one of those nights you might be getting a chance to witness something pretty special here because he is just in rhythm.
Ford launches a 3. Hard off the back iron. Pause, buries the 3. 7 3-pointers now for the Magic.
And then he points to the bench. I told you.
Cooper runs into Stonewall there, and another assist as he dumps it off for an easy 2 for Tillman.
He's doing whatever he wants out there right now. I mean, he just want to get to the basket. I'm going to do it. There's nothing you can do about it. I'll shoot the 3. I'll get the double team. I'll pass out of it. Whatever he wants right now.
Maybe he's inspired by watching Jalen last night for the Big Hawks.
It's possible. It's good to see him get some minutes. Nate McMillan was talking about he's earned the time. He's been up and down, but, you know, with John Collins' injury, he's been practicing a lot, and I think they've gotten a chance to really see a lot of Jalen. I just hope he continues to give the kind of effort and energy he did last night. He will continue to get minutes, there's no doubt.
You know, another thing about Sharif is it's great to see him with this kind of stamina. He's never played this much basketball in a season. You know, played a high school season. You know, that's what, 25 games maybe?
For state, yeah, to win a state championship.
Yeah, 25. Yeah. And then last year at Auburn in the COVID year, he only played in 12 games.
Yeah, it is an adjustment. And one of the things you hear in the NBA, at the NBA level, when you go from college where you may be 34-4 or whatever, and then you get to the NBA and you got 82 games.
Yeah.
It is an adjustment.
Hydrate. Watson popped up into the air, and Hawes beats Cooper to it. Kennedy.
Wow, he can stroke it.
He's 3 for 4 behind the line. He's got 9 points in this game.
I mean, you talk about the injury. I don't think he's worried about that ankle anymore. I think he's recovered completely.
He was the finals MVP for him last year when Lakeland won the G League championship. Remember, they played in the bubble last year. Ball tip gets to Cooper anyway. 5 on the shot clock. Tried to pass along the baseline, got stolen by Hawes.
Yeah, and that time, Coop just got too low on the baseline, nowhere to go. That pass was telegraphed, and they knew exactly where he was trying to go with it. B.J.
Johnson at the elbow.
He's so crafty.
He is. Those left-handers, too. They're so smooth with their stroke.
Well, it's like when you watch James Harden, you know, anytime that he wants to kind of just get his shot, it's so hard to defend him. And BJ has a little bit of that in his release.
Watson the miss, and we're going to have a foul called in the paint on Tillman. He was battling with Teskey.
That's going to be 2 on Tillman. And he's asking, actually, it's his 3rd.
He said, leave me in.
Yeah, he sure did.
He was looking at Coach Gansey. He said, no, leave me in. Tillman with 12 points, 5 rebounds, but 3 personal fouls here in the first half. And still close to 7 minutes to play until halftime.
Well, and this is a risky move here, but trust your players. Teskey, you know, if you're the Magic, you're trying to post him up and get his foul, his 4th foul before the half.
Traveling. Grayer shuffled his feet down there in the corner.
Guys want to make a move before putting the ball down, catch and go instead of catch, put it on the floor. You see that happen frequently.
Got to get the clock straight here.
6:24 is what they're saying. Officials on it tonight, on top of it. Thought that was a big call there at the end of the first quarter. To come back and change that. But here the Magic are hanging tough, Matt. I mean, it's a 1-point lead, and you think about how the SkyHawks have played, specifically Cooper. This is a team that's not going away.
Magic, and Coach Bear, when I talked to him before the game, he said, look, you know, we feel like we had the team, the composition, you know, the roster to do what the SkyHawks are doing right now, but they just lost so many close games. They went 2-8 in games decided by 6 points or less.
That's this league. I mean, that's what happens. The games are close, they're competitive, and you got to learn how to finish games. And I think that is the difference for the SkyHawks. And Cooper for another three. Are you serious right now?
And the assist by B.J. Johnson.
Turnover.
Just looked at the floor after he threw the ball right to Sharif.
That's how you convert a turnover. Sharif, stop it.
Teskey fumbles the ball, and Cooper now a steal. It's a 4-on-1 for the SkyHawks, and Johnson broke it up.
I thought Cat Barber was going to hit Coop in the corner, but right here he just throws it away, and Coop says, okay, I'll shoot that.
Yeah, you know what? That could be a SportsCenter top 10 nominee. Not top 10 nominee.
not top 10. 4-4 from beyond the arc right now, Matt. I mean, he is just feeling it.
23 points for Coop here in the first half. Reverse lay-in.
Make it 25.
Wow.
Is he going to get the 30 before the second half?
Gravitt beat the defense down there and put it in. And now he gets the steal. Wow. Barber threw it right to him. That was almost a replay of what B.J. Johnson did. It's kind of like karma.
It was. You got to protect the ball. Got to take care of it. That was careless pass right there by Cat Barber. Here's a zone by Lakeland.
Galloway got fouled. Tima argues that Galloway threw up his knee and fouled him, but not going to win that argument.
Well, there's contact right here on the baseline. Here it comes, right there. There's the foul.
Yeah, Tima had a point.
Defensive player never gets that call.
No, they're not. Galloway, 89.5% at the foul line, 17 points per game, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. What a solid addition Galloway has been to this roster. He's had time with 6 NBA teams in his career. Burst onto the scene back in 2015 when he earned all rookie team honors with the Knicks.
Well, and he also was with the Suns during their championship or NBA Finals run, should I say.
Right.
You remember when he first got here, literally he got off the plane and he got from Hartsfield, he's like, I'm here to play. It was like the first time, but you knew that he had been there and done it at the highest level, and he brought that intangible stuff that you're always looking for.
Yeah, he played one game with the SkyHawks on December 14 and immediately got signed to a 10-day by the Brooklyn Nets.
And left, that's right.
And then he got a couple of 10 days with the Brooklyn Nets. And then he got a 10-day with the Milwaukee Bucks. And so he played his first game, and his second game was separated by about a month.
Yeah, and now you think about his role and how he's been so effective for this team as the Magic stay in this zone here, trying to defend the SkyHawks' penetration.
Three on the shot clock. Marcus Georgia-Dunn. I mean, that clock was down below 1, and he hit the 3.
Yeah.
I mean, he looked up, and the shot clock ticked below 1 when he shot it.
Well, I think he wanted to shoot it originally and then just thought for a second, but every time they knock down a 3 or we knock down a 3, they knock down a 3.
Gravitt knocks down that one. That's 9 threes for the Magic. 4-point lead for the SkyHawks, however, and Galloway strokes it. 8 threes for the SkyHawks.
56% for them, 47% for the SkyHawks. Everybody's hitting threes. That should be a charge. That's a good attempt right there by Sharif Cooper. They did call the block. Watch him move his feet. No, he wasn't set. Wasn't quite set there, and Sharif is asking the official.
So,
and what you're hoping is that the official sees the offensive player maybe lower the shoulder. He didn't do that, even though there was contact.
Sonny Gravett at the line. 14 points here in the first half. Look at this, though. 71 points for the SkyHawks. We still have 4 minutes to go in the half.
This is crazy. We're
looking at an 80-point half.
First half, yeah. You're absolutely right.
And Coach Gansey told us before the game, their goal every game is to get 140. And they got a great shot at that tonight.
They do, and then some.
Yeah.
If they keep shooting it like this. This is all a function of great shooting. Galloway's going to go to the line here.
Technical foul called on Jeremiah Tillman, and so Galloway hits the free throw.
But this is a frenetic pace, and you have to believe at some point these averages are going to come back down to earth. If they do, well, you know, it turns into a different game. But if it doesn't, and we don't know how it will play out, this is going to be a scoring fest. This is going to come down to who can get some stops here late.
Galloway, back iron. Gravett the rebound. On through, no look pass to the corner. Canada, Barber flew right by him, and Canada hits another three. That's 4 for him here in the half.
This guy here, what an impressive first half for him. I mean, he is stroking it. That time, he just let the defender fly by and then took his time, and there's 2 big guys battling down there. The Tillmans are at it again. Who gets called for the foul this time?
Lakeland foul, number 23.
This is going to be on Jeremiah Tillman. So Tillman now has 3 personal fouls. The 2 Tillmans been battling each other all night, and they both have 3 personal fouls.
Yeah, and well, they're going to take their Tillman out. Coach Gansey has decided to leave Tillman in with 3:20 to play. He said, leave me in. He's done a good job of not picking up that 4th personal yet.
Marcus Georges-Hunt drives. There's contact, and Tima, I think, gets whistled for the foul.
Well, I like the fact that Georges-Hunt, he hit the 3 a few possessions ago. This time, I'm going to drive it in and force you to defend me, and there's a big slap.
So Marcus Georges-Hunt steps up to the line. Do you know that he once scored 68 points in a game playing in China last season, and he was not even the leading scorer in the game?
How is that possible?
Because Jimmer Fredette had 70.
Ah, well, there you go. Jimmer could shoot it. He was a college legend as well.
Yep.
Fredette. Yeah, how about that? That's one of those stories you're telling your grandkids. You know, I used to play, I scored 60 one time. Really, Grandpa? Yeah, and I wasn't even the high score. So we've got everything squared away and back to action.
Yeah, the good news is the SkyHawks have scored 74 points here in the first half. The bad news is they only lead by 5.
Yeah, so. I mean, well, it's all those threes. They're 10 of 17. That's what's keeping Lakeland in this game. They've done a great job of knocking down some crucial three-pointers.
Georges-Hunt with 5 on the clock, and the rebound by Johnson.
Cat Barber fighting through that screen.
Ford got a screen from Teskey, and reverse layup.
Well, Marcus Georges-Hunt tried to go under that screen and then got beat on the baseline there and didn't want to commit a dumb foul, so he didn't foul him as he goes back at it on the other end, but he'll go to the line. He's getting beat up in there every time he goes in, though.
He got slammed to the floor by Teskey. Teskey picks up his 3rd personal foul.
I mean, I know Marcus has a big body, but still taking punishment.
They're going to call it on Canada. He fouled him before Teskey hammered him on top of the head.
It's almost like Teskey said, take this too.
Yeah, well, Teskey's like, well, they've already called the foul, so I'm getting mine in. They're not going to call 2 on this play, so they've already whistled him. I'll get a free shot.
Yeah.
And Georges-Hunt puts in the free throw. 5-point lead, College Park. Sonny Gravett got fouled on the play. He had a triple-double last week against Greensboro.
That's a good acting job, though. I mean, I don't know if it was that violent. He's even laughing about
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, right here, watch, Cat Barber, and he's going to go, oh, you fouled me. I mean, he barely touched him. Cat was saying, come on.
There's more contact at the Oscars last night.
No comment.
Allegedly. I don't know.
I am not going down this road with you, Matt. I'm not going to do it.
Oh, I'm entertained by it.
You weren't the only one.
Foul on Ford. So Ford picks up his first personal.
We're seeing Marcus go to the line here. This is going to be his 5th attempt here, I think, at the line so far. And the Skyhawks have only missed 1 free throw. A lot of that has to do with the play of Sharif Cooper.
So the 76 points here by the Skyhawks, that's a new team record for first half scoring. And the 78 points now is ties the team record for most points in a half, either first or second.
Well, we talked about this 8-game win streak. What's going right for them? Guard play and scoring guys. A variety of guys scoring in double figures. You're seeing that again tonight with this Skyhawks team.
Man, he has got such a sweet stroke. The rim, the net doesn't even move.
I know.
I mean, it just goes right through. I mean, it doesn't even move. Barber misses the 3. He's been stuck on 11 since early in the ball game. Came out firing, but hasn't scored since. B.J. Johnson, rim out that time. Final minute, first half.
Good crossover.
Tillman got stripped on the play, out of bounds off the Magic.
Well, and Cat could have easily, he was that deep in the lane, he could have easily just taken it himself, trying to get Tillman an easy bucket.
Tillman, there's that easy bucket.
That's his shot. You've seen it time and time again. Face up, catches it, one hand little jumper right there.
14 points, 6 rebounds for Tillman first half. Canada.
No way. Wow. Are you serious?
He just needs that much opening. 5 for 6 on his threes.
Wow.
It's fun to watch.
He is.
And he's a Princeton man.
Well, you know what? He's got a bright future, whatever he wants to do, whether it's hooping or something else. Boy, he's got a pretty stroke, though.
George's Hunt hits the floater on the baseline. 82 points for the Skyhawks in the first half.
They're going to get another shot here before we end it.
We've had NCAA tournament games where you could take 2 games and not get 82 points. To the bucket, B.J. Johnson fouled.
Well, they did this earlier where they were cutting and backdooring the Skyhawks, and this play was similar. And he's going to get a shot here to cut into this lead.
Wow, and with 1.3 seconds left in the half, Carl, Tillman picks up his 4th personal foul.
Well, and we talked about it. He said leave him in there. So now his minutes will be limited here in the second half. And that was one of those fouls you just let the guy go. Let him go. You're about to go to halftime. I don't want to do that.
At the buzzer to surpass his 37-point career high.
Very possible. And the thing for Sharif tonight, Matt, is he's not forced anything. It's all come within the rhythm of the game. You know, he got a couple of easy looks from mistakes from Lakeland. A lot of pushing going on there, but right there, that's the other thing he's doing. Wow. It's just finding his teammates.
My goodness. Lawson tumbled to the floor, and then Tillman tumbled on top of him. How about Tillman starting the third quarter with 4 personal fouls?
Well, Lawson misses the bunny right there, and Tillman trying to follow up. But this is Coach Gansey trusting Tillman to make the right decisions, not pick up that critical 5th foul. He's got 4, right? 4 personals right now he's playing.
He does. And there's a good look at the kids' night uniforms being worn by the Skyhawks tonight. Lawson on the rim out. TJ Hawes brings it across for the Magic.
Man to man. You saw Lakeland go zone late in the second quarter.
Teske jump hook, and the rebound Lawson clear to Cooper.
That's something they didn't do a lot of in the first half, and especially with Tillman with 4 fouls, they come right out of half and try to attack it.
Georges Hunt missed the three-point shot. I mean, that's 2 assists right there by Cooper. They missed the shots.
Yeah, those are good looks.
There's Hawes with the bucket. Doesn't he look like Jimmy from Yellowstone?
Yes, he does. Great show, by the way.
He looks like Jimmy from Yellowstone. He's back from the Sixes Ranch. He learned how to be a cowboy. Now he's playing in the G League.
He really does. And I got to tell you, I was late on that show. It's so good. So good.
2-point lead for the SkyHawks. Kevin Costner came into some money, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, boy.
Blocked from behind by Lawson.
Numbers.
Marcus Georges Hunt right through the paint, and we have a foul on the Magic.
Well, again, Georges Hunt being aggressive, going to the basket. He is not settling. We've seen him do that a number of times now here as he takes the ball strong to the hoop right there. And I think he's just expecting contact.
So Georges Hunt will step up to the line.
3 or 4 right from the line. He's done a good job tonight.
13 points.
Now I can't get that out of my mind.
There's Jimmy.
Yeah.
All in good fun, folks. All in good fun.
I think all the ladies like Rip, though, in that show. You know?
He's a real man.
He is.
Johnson trips and falls down, keeps his dribble alive. Stolen by Cooper, his 4th steal of the night.
The anticipation. Oh, that's a travel. That's a travel.
Gansey wanted a travel call, didn't get it. And Johnson goes up there and dunks it and got fouled on the play. Late whistle coming in. Wow, that was a late whistle. No whistle on the travel, late whistle on the foul call.
I'm not sure if that, I mean, did he even touch him? Marcus Georges Hunt gets called for the foul.
Wow. Looked like 0 contact.
Yeah.
B.J. Johnson completes the 3-point play. He's their leading scorer. He has 22. They go along with 6 rebounds. Tillman missed the bunny. Last touch by Tillman.
And he's got to be careful about those, trying to follow up. That could have been a foul as he was swatting down at the ball. He's got to just let that go, keep playing. That's a shot he normally hits, but he's just got to keep playing within the flow of the game. Yeah, that last sequence down the floor, they missed the travel, and then the late call underneath had Coach Gansey talking to the officials, and the official was like, okay, I get it, I understand.
Canada for the tie.
This guy's incredible.
6 3-pointers on 7 attempts for Devin Canada. Lawson 3. Magic come down the floor, a chance to reclaim the lead. Remember, they jumped out to an 8-0 lead in this game. Johnson, long kick out rebound. Barber scoops and pushes. Coop, yes!
Wow.
Sharif is 5 for 5 behind the 3-point line and has 30.
This is the best I've seen him play all season.
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head when you said he's not forcing it. It's all just coming to him in the flow of the game.
Well, sometimes, and this is a good look by Cat Barber to find his teammate out there, but sometimes you get so caught up in, I've got to get going, that you try to do too much. And with Sharif tonight, it's just been like, I'm going to take what they're giving me. I'm not going to force it. And then if you're not going to come guard me out here, I'm going to continue to shoot it. And he's done a terrific job.
Tillman banging bodies with Tillman and put in the hook.
Well, the other Tillman won that battle, but Tillman's got to be careful. SkyHawks Tillman, because he's playing with 4 fouls.
And Tillman can't handle the pass. Last touch by the Magic. You got to figure the Magic going to keep hammering at that play, trying to get Tillman out of this game with foul trouble.
Well, they realize what he is on the glass as far as rebounding, second chance opportunities. That's a big miss if he's out, if he doesn't, if he's not able to continue, should I say.
Rare mistake by Coop there tonight. He got up in the air and then tried to pass the ball, and Lawson wasn't there anymore. 1 point lead, College Park. Tillman, bad pass from Canada.
Yeah, that's just a bad entry pass. Canada didn't let the big guy set. Tillman kind of got to the block, and he didn't let him set. He just threw it before he could set his feet. And that's another turnover for Lakeland.
So Coop's now playing off the ball. He's standing in the corner, wanting the three, and a foul is going to be called on Jeremiah Tillman.
Yeah.
So their Tillman has 4 personal fouls.
Well, the two big guys have been going at it. I mean, they're bodying down there. Tillman's bodying for position. He's trying to push him out, get him off his spot. The officials called him battling down there, and it could have gone either way, but it goes on the other Tillman this time.
George's Hunt. 5 on the shot clock. Barber splits the defense. Foul called on the Magic.
Well, he had 2 options, too. He had Lawson in the corner. He had Sharif Cooper also posting up right there on the three-point line. If he's able to get this pass off, he beats that defender. And right here, he had 2 chances or 2 opportunities to hit either one of those guys for a wide-open 3, but he gets fouled in the process.
Pause was called for the reach-in. So the SkyHawks already shooting the bonus in this quarter.
And this is where the free throw shooting is going to come into play. They've done a much better job during this 8-game streak, though.
12 of 14 at the line collectively for the SkyHawks tonight. And this is Barber's first free throw attempt. 3-point lead for College Park.
Good defense. Defending, anticipating where the pass is going to go. Tillman's going to take a break here, Matt, and he'll sit for a little while. It's a smart play, I think, by Coach Gansey to get him out. You'll need him in the fourth quarter, get him some time on the bench, get him some rest, but also he's not going to be out there to pick up that 5th foul.
Traveling on Ford. We've got a bunch of traveling calls in this game. So Skyhawks the ball, 7.5 to play in the third quarter. Cooper already with his 5th 30-point game of the season. And adding. Daquan Jeffries, rim out. Lawson offensive board. There's Coop getting the ball. He's calling for it.
He does want it, but now George's Hunt has to go because of the shot clock.
Step back 3. George's Hunt, his second 3-pointer of the night, 10 for the Skyhawks. So 18 for George's Hunt.
And the guys we talked about, George's Hunt, Cat Barber, Cooper, the guard play has been amazing again tonight. For each other is big. When you first get your team early in the season, we talked about how the season started out, you have to have guys buy into their roles, and I think that's what Coach Gansey's talking about. We talked about Sharif Cooper, understanding what's expected of him. Everybody else is buying in, and you're seeing the results of that.
And trust me, playing for each other is no easy thing at this level.
No.
NBA G League, where everybody's trying to get theirs, to get to the next level. When you can get a team to buy into the team concept at this level, and it's a hard convince.
Well, Matt,
because you believe as a player it's about my individual stats,
yes.
And that's not what the NBA's looking for out of these guys.
That's a great point. The NBA, realistically, you've got stars, but for the most part, it's a role play league. You've got to play your role, whatever that is, rebounding, defense, whatever limited minutes you're going to get. And most of the guys who get the shot from the G League, if you understand that, that's when you're going to get your chance, not coming out trying to score 50 a night.
Yeah, the NBA's not looking to the G League for scores.
No.
Guess what? They got lots of those.
That is true.
They got guys, they want guys that are good team players, great in the locker room, low maintenance, play a role.
That's it. It's key, and that's why you see some of the guys. Armani Brooks gets a 10-day contract with Toronto, gets signed.
Yep.
He's come in, played his role. I think he had 3 straight 20-point games. They needed that from him. He's a scorer. That's a prime example.
Canada finally misses a 3. Gravitt gets it on the line.
Air ball.
And was that an air ball? Yes, it was.
Air ball.
It was not tipped by the SkyHawks.
Crowd giving it to him, too, behind us here.
Got a nice crowd here for the regular season home finale and kids' night. Showed up to try to push this SkyHawks team into the playoffs.
It's good to see.
By the way, would start next week.
I know, and we'll talk a little bit about this because the format's different. I mean, if they were able to advance, they'd have to basically win 3 games and get to the finals in the G League, which is a best of 3, 1-1-1. So 1 on the road, 1 at home, 1 on the road to determine the championship. We're a long way from that, but they could set themselves up by continuing to win here and finishing strong at home tonight.
B.J. Johnson strokes it. That's the first 3-pointer he's made tonight, but he's got 27 points now.
And it doesn't feel like it. This is one of those quiet 27s, if there is such a thing, but he's only missed 3 shots.
Yep. Let's check in with Tab.
And guys, that's something assistant coach Courtney Alexander told the guys in the SkyHawks last huddle. He said, we've got to play defense a step higher and take away that 3-point shot. And clearly we saw that on display for the Magic a second ago.
Yeah, they've hit 13 threes in this game. And half of them from Devin Canada. He's got 6 for 8.
What's he got, 18 points?
He does, all on 3-pointers.
Hasn't taken a deuce yet. Not 1 2-pointer.
Saw Joe Bear, the head coach of the Magic, over there on the sideline, told us before the game, look, we're out of the playoff picture, but I tell the guys every possession, every game is important because you are still being evaluated, not just by the Magic, but every team in the league. And you don't know what game they're going to pick up and look at. And they don't care whether you're out of the playoff race or not. That might be the only game that they look at, so play hard.
Well, and it's a competition league, right? I mean, when you are not winning, how do you respond? What is your body language? What are you trying to do to help your team win? This is the kind of game, he's right, that an NBA scout would look at and say, okay, they don't have a shot. What's he doing out there?
Malinowski's 3 ties the score at 96.
Their shooting has been unbelievable tonight.
Galloway behind the back, and foul called on the Magic in the paint. Dreyer, I believe, will be whistled for this one.
Most teams shoot about 30 to 35% from beyond the arc. They're shooting 58%. That's almost 60% from three-point land. And then on top of that, for their twos, just from the field, 60%. So, you know, these percentages are not the norm. This is what I was talking about earlier, Matt. You would think this is going to come back down to earth, but it hasn't today.
And shooting 21 percentage points better than the SkyHawks behind the three-point line. Yet College Park is winning by 2.
It's crazy. But this is why the NBA is a three-point league now. Threes over twos. You see more teams doing it. This is, I'll take a 3, and we'll shoot more threes because that's where the league is.
Dreyer, that's another 3, and that's another make.
And that's what that's what we're talking about.
Lakeland back on top by a point. 15th three-pointer of the game. And even 60% three-point shooting for the Magic.
Yeah, you don't see this. You don't see this.
Marcus Georges, Hunt, and 1!
He takes a hard fall as his teammates come over to help him up. But he continues to attack the basket. I'm going to get in here. I don't care about the contact. I'm going to go in and finish strong. Right there, look at that. All kind of traffic in there.
And Marcus Georges Hunt has tied his SkyHawks career high with 22 here tonight. Another free throw will give him a new career high here with College Park.
And this is one of those games where you keep seeing and you're looking at the stats and you're going, there's no way they can keep shooting 60%. And they haven't fallen off once.
Well, and the numbers, new career high there for MGH. He's got 25, 1 one bucket lead, 2-point lead for the SkyHawks. The SkyHawks have the #1 3-point shooting defense in the league. They hold opponents to 31%. He had a 30-point game last week in their 123-112 loss at Greensboro. Oh, hold on a second. Did we have a technical? Was it an illegal defense?
Illegal D.
MGH.
One shot. Yeah, I thought they called a foul.
Yeah. Gravett rises up and hits it. Asani Gravett with the basket. He's got 18.
This has been one of the best shooting performances all season long, Matt, of any team we've seen. Now they're playing a 3-2 zone against the SkyHawks.
Juan Jeffries puts it on the floor, rises up, and sends it down.
Up high, down hard. DeQuan. Good defense by Cat. Almost got the steal. Gets called for a kick ball. Watch the elevation right here. I mean, nobody comes over. He's like, okay, I'm going to finish. And I don't know if I would have wanted to get in the way of that anyway. Big DeQuan going up and finishing strong.
He had a season-high 35 points a couple of weeks ago in his first game back from that foot injury. Lob to...
You're going through the lane. Either way, that call doesn't go the SkyHawks' way, and all of a sudden now they get the ball back.
Got the free throw and they get the ball.
They're going to go back down on the post.
Tillman banging bodies with MGH. Gravett steps back. That's a 2 if it goes, and the rebound by Ellison.
Good job by Marcus Georges-Hunt. Size differential, but he put his body on Tillman, blocked him out. SkyHawks were able to get the rebound.
SkyHawks avert potential disaster there. MGH left open. Ellison battling to get the board, couldn't do it.
And I think DeQuan Jeffries was in the corner wide open. I don't know if Marcus didn't see him there, but he was open too at the top of the key. I don't know if that was a bad decision. It was a wide open shot.
Ford rises up, a 3-point attempt, long kick out, rebound to Barber, pushes across half court. Bounces back to MGH. Oh, flying through the air. He missed it, but got fouled.
Again, his aggressiveness going to the basket. It's been there all night. He looks at his teammates like, you know that would have been a highlight, right? Bounce pass, Cat Barber, get up! And he gets hacked there, so he'll get a chance to finish at the free throw line. But I love the way he went in to try to finish that.
The aggressiveness, Marcus Georges-Hunt, SkyHawks career high 23 tonight, and a chance to add to it.
I'm going to tell him after the game, too. You know, that would have been a big highlight right there.
Right in front of us, Tillman getting ready to come back in the game with his 4 personal fouls. Gansey was demonstrating here. This is how you play defense, hands up.
Yeah.
Grayer. Maybe about time for them to start missing some threes.
At some point, you would think. You're still shooting over 55% from three-point land.
Jeffries.
Look at Jeffries work.
He goes, I'm going to get it. One way or the other, I'm going to get it.
That's a little bully ball right there. Juan Jeffries is like, you can't stop me. I'm getting to the basket one way or another. He created that contact with his aggressive play to get to the basket.
I'm telling you, if we're having a pickup football game, DeQuan and Marcus are my bookend tackles. Those are some thick dudes right there.
They're strong, no doubt.
Back to a 5-point lead for College Park. Intercepted.
Numbers here for the SkyHawks.
Jeffries! Finger roll.
Boy, he's showing some hops, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, he had the big dunk right there. He takes off from outside the free throw line with the finger roll.
Foot feels good tonight. He's got 12 points. Final possession. Backdoor cut, Hawes basket.
Fell asleep one more time. They've done that about 3 times tonight.
Clock started before Barber touched it. As soon as the ball came in. Gansey wanted to get Cooper into sub, but they won't let him.
No. We have to start the 4th quarter here. Plenty of time, though, to get a shot off. 7.3 seconds. Let's see what Cat does with it.
Goes through the defense, right on through, scoop shot foul. They bailed him out right there. 3 guys, and they knocked him down.
I don't know if he had a really clean look at the basket.
No, they bailed him out. I mean, he wasn't going to score right there, I don't think. But now he's got a great opportunity to do it. 1 free throw for 2 points to close out the quarter.
And he does.
At the horn, and he won. And on Long Island, the Nets lead Windy City 102-84. If those results stand and College Park wins, SkyHawks would be in 5th place, half game ahead of 6th place Grand Rapids. And they play Grand Rapids 2 games this weekend.
Yeah, huge.
Both of those will be up there.
Well, we talked about this being the last home game. Great crowd on hand. Community coming out, supporting the SkyHawks and getting behind the win streak and all that's been going on. And the idea, though, when you start the season is obviously to have a chance to play in the postseason. And there's so much that happens from start to finish, but this is where they find themselves.
Hawes working against Coop, put it in.
Working on the jump shot on the ranch.
Yeah, he was roping cattle and working on his jump shot late at night after he got in from the North 40. 12 points for Hawes.
Tillman back in, wanting the ball down on the block.
Working against Teskey. Galloway, 3, iron. Teskey rebound. Hawes stepped on the baseline. Good defense by Malik Ellison.
Yes, it was. Cut his path off. Hawes thought he was fouled as he thought he got pushed out of bounds. It's just moving your feet right there. Ellison's doing a good job. He hasn't scored in this game, but it's the other things that he's been able to do tonight.
Tillman, 3-pointer, buried it. That was just his 12th 3-point attempt of the entire season. He's now hit 5 of them.
Oh, he shot that with a lot of confidence. Teskey's got to come out there and guard him if he's going to start shooting those. You don't see a lot of it from Tillman. You got to get a hand in this guy's face, though.
And he got fouled on the 3-point attempt. Gansey argues that Canada kicked his foot out to draw the contact.
Little Reggie Miller?
Officials are not going to see it that way.
Let me see if Reggie would approve. He spread his legs.
Yeah, I don't think he could make contact with his legs.
Yeah.
Gansey's tried.
Well, Reggie was the king of that.
Yes, he was.
So that's a 3-pointer as he knocks down the free throw. And he's just been unbelievable tonight. 27.
Foul on Canada, scrambling for the ball and trying to get there before Galloway committed the foul. Canada, 2nd personal.
My bad. 21 for Canada, 27 for Johnson.
And they're all 3-pointers.
Yeah.
6 3-pointers on the floor and a 3-point free throw.
All he does is shoot threes.
Barber, nothing but net. Barber was 17.
This is what you want to see. Tillman, Barber getting it going here. Just maintaining the lead. They're still going to need to get stops the way Lakeland's been shooting the three this entire game.
Cat had a 32-point game against the Magic back in January.
Are you kidding me?
Canada hit a 7 3-pointer right there. 7 for 9 behind the arc. He's got 24.
I mean, the basket is just wide open for him. Good aggressive play by Cat Barber.
He'll go to the line.
This shooting display by Canada is unbelievable. And I mean, he's working. He comes off the screen right here. No delay. I'm pulling up. Bam.
Coach Bear said kid's got a great attitude. He's been with the team since October, so from October until the start of February, the beginning of February, he was just with the team just rehabbing, just coming back from that fracture that he suffered with the Orlando Magic last April.
Yeah, when you see guys shoot it like this, you tip your cap. It's hard to do what he's doing right now. 9 3-pointers, and he's 7 of 9. He's missed 2 of them all night.
You got to figure he might get picked up here down the stretch run by some NBA team the way he fires that three. Tima with the 3-pointer.
Well, everybody needs specialists, right? You can always, if you can shoot it like that, you're always going to be in need in the league.
Barber starting to light it up. He's 21 now. Wow.
What?
Canada's got 8 3-pointers in this game.
Did you see with the defender on him right there how he hit that?
And they go to Tillman with the left hand, nestled it in there. 4-point lead, College Park. Might be first team to 150 wins tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they're going back and forth. SkyHawks wasting no time going back down on the other end and attacking.
What are you going to do about Canada? Can't leave Hawes open. He missed it. Johnson got the rebound, fires it off of Lawson, but he came down on the baseline.
Yeah, I don't know at this point the way he's shooting it, because this game is still within reach. I might have to run another guy at him.
Well, Lawson and Ellison are your best defenders. Maybe run Lawson out there with his length on him.
The impressive thing is he's just been able to do it no matter who they put on him. That should have been a foul. Instead, no call.
B.J. Johnson leading break, and he got fouled on the play. Oh, man, they called it an offensive foul. No, they called a travel on B.J. Johnson.
Johnson can't believe it.
Let's see if we see the steps.
He came down with it, I guess. He thought there was going to be contact, so he comes down with the ball after going up to attempt a shot. That is a travel.
4-point lead. College Park, 8 to go in regulation. Cat putting together a strong fourth quarter, got fouled from behind. Let's see who they'll call it on. Looks like it's going to be on Hawes.
Yeah.
Fourth personal on him.
Guys have done a great job. Jeffrey's off the bench. Ellison tonight defensively. Tillman's done a great job of playing with 4 fouls. It's not been an issue here. Still got plenty of time with 8 minutes, so he's still going to have to be careful.
MGH intercepted by Canada, stolen back away by Galloway. Lawson got knocked to the floor, no foul.
I thought there was a body call right there. Should have been no foul.
Pause. They get it to Canada. They're going to set a screen for him out there if they can. Gets it back, and now the floater.
He can take those. I just don't want him shooting threes.
That's just the second 2-point attempt he's made in the game. Barber got fouled. Teskey was called for the foul, so 5 on him.
Yeah, Teskey forcing him out of bounds there, just using his body, his chest.
So you got Teskey with 5, Tima with 5, Tillman with 4, Hawes with 4.
And here comes Sharif Cooper off the bench now. He's already got 30 in this game, well rested. Let's see what he can do.
Barber off the rim, Rabbit with the rebound. Another three-point attempt, this time off the iron. That's just his third three-point attempt miss.
Cat Barber had it stripped from behind. He did not see the defender. There's a turnover by the SkyHawks.
Gravett puts it in. Solid game for Hassani Gravett tonight. 20 points, 4 rebounds.
They're not going away.
2-point game. Did we say Lakeland's not in the playoff picture?
They're playing like
it. This is for the tie.
But I also think the effort, you know, they're playing the passing lanes. They're jumping in front of passes to steal the ball. This has been the kind of effort that you would expect from a team that's going to playoffs, not a team that's won 9 games.
And Tima just fouled out of the game. This guy is a legend back in Latvia. Finals MVP in the Latvian Basketball League, All-Star Game MVP. Tonight he's done. Here in the States, he's done for the night.
It's been a tough night for him, Matt. MJ, or Marcus George's hunt, should I say.
MGA.
Yeah, got the initials wrong.
He's got a new career high tonight. 27 for MGH.
Part of the reason why is because of his aggressiveness going to the basket. He has not settled for three-pointers. He has been aggressive going to the rack. Travel.
They've done a lot of that tonight. We don't have a column for traveling. Perhaps we should.
Well, at least 3 to 4 turnovers off of traveling calls tonight for Lakeland.
Coop at 25 in the first half. He's got 5 so far here in the second half. Didn't get a whistle. There's been a lot of contact on dribble drives with no whistles. B.J. Johnson gets in the paint. That left-hander off the back iron. Lawson the rebound. He's got 6 boards to go with his 5 points.
That's why you got to get in the lane and attempt to finish. You cannot expect contact and then not finish. And there the Tillmans are pushing again down there.
And Jeremiah Tillman just picked up his 5th personal foul. So Teskey and Tillman have 5 fouls. So all their big guys in foul trouble, and team is already out.
A lot of time left, too.
Here's Tillman, Justin Tillman, 19 points and 8 rebounds tonight. And now he's got 21.
And Matt, would you say he's been the most consistent player for the SkyHawks as we look back?
Oh, yes.
Tillman.
7 in the G League in scoring, 2nd in rebounding, 1st in offensive rebounding. And Tillman and Justin Tillman just picked up his 5th personal foul. And Jeremiah Tillman will go to the line for the and-1.
Well, it's a great behind-the-back pass. Tillman's just out of position there, and there's some body contact. So both guys going at each other. And now it's attrition, right? Who's going to pick up that 6th foul?
Jeremiah Tillman completes the 3-point play. The Magic back to within 1.
We're going to get to the point here in the 3-minute mark where every possession is going to start to really matter. No wasted possessions with the ball to give them a chance to take the lead here.
5 on the shot clock. Barber to the line, and Cooper, and nothing but net. Sharif, 6 for 6 behind the arc, and he's got 33.
Lose, but you never know what could happen, and you know you might split with them. 5-second call. Lakeland couldn't get the ball inbounds.
So turnover by the Magic with just under 5 minutes to play. SkyHawks, 4th time this season they've had 4 players go for 20-plus.
And this is when they're hard to beat. Coop going to the basket.
Cooper puts it up and in. Took Paws right to the basket and stuck it in. 35 for Coop. He's 2 off of his career high. Paws back the other way. Hit a floater.
they're still right here, Matt. And this is where execution is going to come into play. They're going to Coop one-on-one. He is wanted to take his man right there. He wants it back, and he'll go.
3. That's his first three-point miss of the night. After 6 makes, 4-point lead.
Got to watch the cutter here.
Ford, nothing but net.
Unreal.
Lead down to 1. 19 three-pointers made by the Magic tonight on 34 attempts, 56%.
You just don't see it. We've been saying it all game. It never cooled off. We got 3 minutes to play. It just hasn't happened tonight. This is one of the best shooting exhibitions that I've ever seen.
And again, remember, the SkyHawks are the #1 three-point shooting defense in the league. Night in, night out, it's 31% by the opponent.
Well, they defended.
Tonight it's 56.
They defended so well. Well, some of these shots, we were talking about it. Canada, who hit shots, guys, in his face, on his arm, it didn't matter.
Canada's been unreal, 8 for 11. Been fun to watch. 8 on the shot clock. Coop ties his career high right there with that bucket, 37 for him.
What a move. Left hand, you don't think he's going to be able to get it off. We talked about it all season. He's just so crafty in the lane.
Beat for the 5th and 6th spots in the East, and one team's going to get left out down the stretch. Inside, Teskey missed. They executed it perfectly except for the finish.
They absolutely did. And Teskey, I think his timing was off there, but Sharif Cooper, smart play. Clock's your friend. He slowed it down. Now you've got 9 seconds to work. They got to find a shot.
3 on the clock. Barber slips and goes down.
That's a trip by Canada, I believe. It is.
Yeah, Canada picks up his 3rd personal.
Yeah.
Right there, got him with the knee. So Barber at the line. We're still 36 seconds away from returning to traditional NBA free throw shooting rules, which we do in the G League once we go under 2 minutes left in regulation.
So here's what I'm curious about. Is Lakeland going to attempt to attack the basket, get a quick 2? There's plenty of time. You don't need to rush. But if they start shooting 3s, it's going to play into the hands of the SkyHawks. Long rebounds. And
unless, of course, they make them.
Well, this is true. This is true.
Which they have done with quite regularity tonight. And a big miss by Cat right there.
Still a 3-point lead by the SkyHawks.
Robin gets the layup. Went right by Coop.
Yep.
Lead down to 1.
Well, and again, this is what I was saying about the 3-pointer. You've got plenty of time. Attack the basket. They're right here where they want to be. Skyhawks need to make sure they're doing a good job of getting the shot that they want. Coop working.
Coop tried to go through the defense, ends up getting squished. Tillman in the paint, left it short. Under 2 to go. Magic have the ball, a chance to take the lead. Robin to the hole, and a goaltending on Tillman. Lead for Lakeland.
Well, Tillman just short-armed the normal shot that he shoots, that little hook over his shoulder, and he screamed because he knew it, and then he comes back down and goaltends because he was frustrated.
Pressure time. SkyHawks have not had a game decided by less than 3 points the entire season. This might be the first. Galloway out to Cooper. MGH on the baseline. Got hammered from behind, no foul. 8 on the clock. Coop for 3. Off the front iron, rebound, grab it.
I don't know how that wasn't a foul. I don't know how that didn't get called.
Long three-pointer, Canada the miss, and the rebound by the SkyHawks. 1:22 to go.
Canada was going for the kill shot right there.
Sharif
and
one!
Potential possessions, moving the ball to inbound on your side of the court if Coach Gansey needs it.
Oh, my goodness. That's just his 5th free throw miss of the regular season.
Need a stop right here.
Lead is just 1.
Got to communicate, get through screens.
4-3. Rebound by Lawson. Good time for them to start missing.
Well, they're not going to foul. They don't have to. They can play this out. They'll get the ball back. Time to get what you want. No reason to rush here.
Barber, 10 to go on the clock. Working against Gravett. Inbounds comes to MGH. Clock at 6. Coop's got to go. Step back 3. Buried it!
Oh! Sharif Cooper! What? But if I'm Lakeland, I'm going for the win.
Pause the inbounds. Trouble getting it in. Finally does to Canada. Clock is running. Knocked away by Cat.
Ball game!
Lays it in.
Ball game!
Cat. Barber. Yes!
The anticipation. Barber with the steal. 2-possession game right there. Just gets out in front of the pass. And then with his speed and quickness beats the defender to the basket.
Yes, sir. 4-point lead. College Park 4.7.
Now they had a problem getting it in. That's one of the reasons why Cat was able to anticipate that last pass.
Just don't foul on the 3-point shot right here. Gravett knocked away by the SkyHawks again. MGH denying the inbounds pass.
The intensity is amped up here. These guys can taste it. Their 9th win is right here to be taken.
So they're gonna check the clock. It went down to 3.6. I think they're going to put 4 tenths back up there and make it they're going to put 8 tenths back up there.
It was just a
and
tip.
Make it 4.4, yeah.
Just a tip.
4-point lead. 4.4 to go. Inbounds, Canada, and the SkyHawks have won their 9th in a row.